might say, dude, you look so tired. Yes. Little cat naps there and there just don't get it done. Places to go, people to see. Everybody down this area right here owns a boat. I live where everybody has a boat. Off to my right here, a very small portion of Lake Pontchartrain. Farther down and off to the left, east. Missed the previous stream, which I had to interrupt so I could make a phone call. I am in Louisiana, southbound on Interstate 85. About an hour and a half from my destination. Maybe about an hour and a half with traffic. Crossing over some of the bayou country. North of Lake Pontchartrain. North by northwest, I guess it is. I-12 is behind us. I-10 is in front of us. Destination is just off I-10, basically where 55 ends at I-10, or technically begins because all your interstate numbers start in the south. Right where I-55 begins at I-10, just a little bit southwest of there. west by southwest, I guess you'd say, is Thibodaux. I deliver these steel plates there. Then Deadhead into what I'm picking up there, steel, lumber, equipment, more than likely steel. All I know is that whatever it is, it's going to South End. It may or may not be tarped, but knowing them, it'll be tarped. Play music anymore for a while. When I do, it won't be music you're used to listening to, those albums. Cassettes, 8 tracks, reel to reel. Napster. They sent me not one but 4 emails the other day advising me the stereo playing music in the background legally. Trip, named all the songs by song title. So I'm certain that means now the powers that be watching me a little more closely to see if I would dare do such a thing again. Yes, I'm absolutely going to do it again. But different. Guitar, some of the pubs and taverns where I've played, I'm either playing alone or I've got one other fellow on a guitar and he may be doing the lead, or he may doing an alternate rhythm. guitars playing. So they're kind of, I don't know if they've been there longer than they anticipated, or maybe they, which I don't necessarily take requests, but I do requests. If someone says, hey, how about little Bob Seger? Okay. Or I'll say, sorry, but that one Bob Seger tune I played recently is the only one I know. They started to ask people in the crowd, hey, what do y'all want to hear? You know, that usually means they're running out of ideas. I have my set printed out. How much time it takes for me to go through my songbook, and currently it has 7 hours of music in it. Most bars you play, you're going to play for 5 hours. I can pretty sure, even if I skip a few things, come up with 5 hours of music out of 7 hours of songs. A big long bridge, isn't it? Anyway, my girlfriend, she shouts out, House of the Rising Sun. And I can't believe it. The guy says, oh, we don't know that one. Does. The guy said, how's it go? So I started, he tried strumming it out a little bit, and he just wasn't getting it. Well, I did, and usually I do. I always have a guitar with me somewhere, but I didn't have my guitar with me that night. But usually I have a guitar with me. If I had it out in the car, I'd show it to you. Well, man, I'm ready to take a break. You want to do it up here? I was like, okay. I'm not sure if he was being wise and being a wise guy and figured that out. Once you put me in the spotlight like that, I'll back down. I don't know what he was thinking, but anyway, I jumped at the chance because I'm not all about, hey, look at me, look at me. I just love performing. So I was like, sure. So he got a break, went to take a break, give me his guitar, left his partner up there. So I told his partner, now look here, I do it like this here. Kind of got along to a rough start, but the dude followed along pretty good. And we commenced doing House of the Rising Sun. Band up there because they all played musical instruments, but no, they had bass guitar, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, keyboard, drums, but nobody. So here they are doing your favorite songs. What is that, acapella? No, acapella means without accompaniment. So the opposite of acapella. Acapella is voice but no music. This was music but no voice. Junction for I-10. My stream was interrupted. Pardon. So like I was saying, we're going to take I-10 east to 310 south by southwest. I don't know which way the route will be listed, but anyway, 9 miles ahead of us. Unless it changes its mind, sometimes it'll do that too. At the last minute it'll decide it knows a better route because of traffic congestion or whatever. But anyhow, yeah, we're going to be going south by southwest of this program right here. Y'all won't be able to see it from this side of the interstate, but directly to our left is Lake Pontchartrain. But anyhow, so these people up there in Blaisdell, New York, which is basically Buffalo, the house band, there's a little bit of glimpse of the lake. The house band played musical instruments, but they did not sing. Not one of them. So I happened to be up there with my guitar one day. It's freezing cold out. I didn't want to leave it in the truck because you're not allowed to leave the engine running. Keep the heat going. EPA laws in New York State. A lot of the states in the Northeast can't leave a diesel engine running. Leave your gasoline engine on your car running all day long. Say shit to you. If you leave an engine running on a big truck for more than 5 minutes, you're in violation of the law. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm stuck here for the weekend. I can't do anything till Monday morning. Here it is now, Saturday morning. And there's a pub across the street. I don't make a habit of drinking while I'm on the road. But what the heck? Up there, you know, in the north, most of your bars or your pubs or taverns are what they call a bar and grill. I'll go in there, get me something to eat, grab a beer or two while I'm there. Come back to the truck, fire it up, get it warm in there for a little bit, park it facing towards the sun. Shut it off, let it, once I start getting cold, I'll get up, go back over to that pub and have lunch. So I go in there, actually it's lunch when I go in there, but I have lunch again. And I order this, what I would call mulligan stew. A bunch of vegetables and some pot roast or whatever kind of meat it is in there. Stew meat, whatever. With some beer mixed into it. Blue Moon beer. Which is a local brewery up there. Of course the alcohol cooks out of it, but it still gives it some flavor. So I order that up. Meanwhile I have me a Michelob Ultra, is what I drink. Fella comes out with my meal, and this fella happens to be the owner of the tavern. He's the one that does the cooking. He sees that guitar sitting in the corner. He says, "Whose guitar is that?" And the bartender points to me. "Oh, hey, cool." He said, "Well, when you get done eating, play us something." "No, you don't hear me play." I just brought that with so I can keep it out of the weather. You know, too much cold and dampness will warp the neck. How come I just? Oh no, really? I don't feel like playing. He said, "Oh, okay. Well, your lunch right there. You just go head back on that truck where you come from." And I said, "Well, yeah, you heard me." He said, "I don't think I was asking too much. I wasn't asking you to sing for your supper. Nothing like that." He said, "I was asking just hear you play something." So he said, "Just go on back to the truck when you get done eating." And I had intended on staying there for a little while. So I said to the bartender, I said, "He's kidding, right?" The bartender shook his head, standing behind him. He said, "Nope." I'm like, man, it's nice and warm in here. I don't want to go back out to that truck yet. So I said, well, I was kind of pissed off at the guy for doing me that way. I said, since it's that important to you, I suppose I'll let my lunch go cold. And he's like, "No, you ain't got to do that." I said, "You're right. I don't. And I've done it all anyway just to make him feel bad." And I forget what I had played. I played 2 or 3 songs, and now I probably won't come back. I said, I had some money on me, but I didn't want to spend all my money if I show up to a bar, which usually when there's a band, there's a cover charge. He said, "No." He said, no, you play with the band. Join in with the band. I said, no, I'm not that good. He says, neither are they. So he no, I'm serious. He, tell you what, he said, you don't want the guitar out in the cold, just leave it there. He said, ain't no one gonna mess with it. I own this bar. He said, and he's he's got more tattoos than I do. And you can just tell he's one of these that nobody messes around with. So I was okay. And
take the exit right.
I had a real nice Yamaha back then. But I trusted him and I left it there. So I'll go back to the truck and I get me some sleep and start getting cold. I wake up and say, okay, instead of firing the truck up, it'd take how long for it to warm up? It'd take longer than 5 minutes to warm up a diesel engine once it gets cold. I'll just go back to that pub. It's called the Four Aces Bar and Grill, Blaisdell, New York, which is just straight down along the coast right there. I guess that's Lake Superior. You got Buffalo, New York behind you. You're heading west. You'll run right into it. Highway 5, I believe that is. So I get in there. He introduces me to everybody in the band. And said, this old boy's gonna sit in with y'all tonight. I'm like, cool. He says, and he sings. I'm like, awesome. Next thing you know, they grab a bar stool, they grab a microphone, they put me front and center. I'm like, no, man. I want to get back here behind the drummer. He's like, no, man, ain't none of us sing.
After 1/2 mile,
Come on, sit up here. He said, you're going to be in the spotlight tonight. All right. So I got to admit, I had a great time. I really did. I was loading there every Monday morning. I would deliver copper tubing in a covered wagon. For that, New York City, one of the 5 boroughs, every Friday morning. And then Friday afternoon, by the time I found it was empty, because these places I was delivering to are plumbing companies, which means every time customers come in, they'd stop what they're doing, wait on customers. It takes sometimes full 8 hours to get that truck unloaded, which isn't uncommon. It takes that long to unload a van. And I would deadhead over the weekend, which I would usually get there Saturday. One time I just messed around, stopped at a couple different restaurants along the way, little Amish town kind of place, you know, do the tourist thing. And I got there Sunday morning. But yeah, I'd get there in time so I could play the band Saturday night. And I'd have me a time, let me tell you. Eventually, I got fired from that job. I was late to a new customer. Now, mind you, I'd been late a few times before. No big deal, though, you know, just nothing that the load had to be rescheduled or nothing, just a little bit later than what they'd like, that's all. But this time, it was to a first-time customer. And that kind of like the golden rule, you know, everything should be perfect for your first-time customer. You don't want to give them any reason to decide, oh, we tried them, let's try somebody else next time. So even after I left that company, I still have John, the lead guitarist for that band, texting me saying, hey dude, you coming up this weekend? That went on for a good year. Him still trying to get me up there, even though I wasn't going up there anymore in the truck. I had an old 51 Chevy Coupe at the time, and it didn't have heat in it. If it had heat in it, I probably would have drove back up there in my own time. But yeah, a lot of fun. And that's why I play. I don't play to show off. Like, hey, look at me. Ain't I cool? Ain't I a great guitar player? Ain't I a great singer? Because I ain't great. I ain't bad, but I ain't great. I do it because I'm passionate about it. I do it because I really enjoy it. I love it. I've actually been paid to play some places, and what them folks didn't understand is had they approached me and said, look here, it ain't like you're a household name or something, so if you want to play tonight, you're going to have to pay us. I'd have paid them. I really would. Maybe I wouldn't pay much more than what I figure I had coming for me playing, but sure, okay, I'll pay the player. I've played some pretty good places. I've played some not so good places too. But I do, I really enjoy it. I really do. My wife and I we didn't take a honeymoon when we got married, we just couldn't afford to. So the following year we went on a honeymoon. And on our way back home, my truck broke down. And most people I know, and apparently most people she knows, because she commented about it, would have had a fit and start kicking their truck and having a temper tantrum and whatever else. It overheated. Now, I'm not sure what the problem is that caused it to overheat. I did eventually figure it out. But meanwhile, there ain't a whole lot of anything I can do about it until it cools down. I always keep a couple milk crates with oil, trans fluid, antifreeze, water. You don't add liquid to a radiator, just boiled over. Because for one, it's going to boil over again. That cold water hits that hot water, oh yeah, it's going to boil over and come right back out in your face. But even after you've done so, now mind you, let's say you finally got it where you can top off the radiator again, you got the radiator topped off with cold water. But your engine hasn't been running, which means your engine block is still extremely hot, much hotter than usual, which is why the thing overheated and shut down. If you crank that engine and introduce that cold water into that boiling hot engine, you risk cracking your block. And I know this, so all I gotta do is wait it out. It ain't gonna stay hot forever. It was on there. It's not like, you know, I had somewhere I had to be, and if I don't get there by such a time, I'm fired. DOT pulling trucks over. Oh man, I might want to go a different way when I leave here. That's what that was going on over yonder over there. So I gotta wait. I can do two things, three things. I can either just kind of curl up there behind the steering wheel, scrunch up in the seat, take a nap. I'd say just sit there and watch traffic go by, but I don't think 3 cars went by the whole hour and a half or so that we was there. We were about an hour and a half, if I remember correctly. Sit there, basically stare out the window and do much of nothing. Or I could get my guitar from in the back, find some place to sit down in the shade, which it turns out there wasn't, but I did find a place at least to sit down. Sing a few songs for the missus while we're waiting for the truck to cool down, so that's what I did. She couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Man, most guys I know, they'd have been throwing a temper tantrum. I know a few that can carry a sidearm, pull the sidearm out and start firing rounds into the engine. That's stupid. there, played a few songs, waited for the engine to cool off, went ahead and put water in the radiator, cranked it up, and eased on home. No big deal. That's the truck in this Cowboys hat that's behind my right shoulder in that video there. You ride a black tornado across the western sky, roping old blue northern and milk it till it's dry. Bulldog to Mississippi, and its ears down flat, long before you take this Cowboys hat. Good song, Chris Ledoux. Who's here? Now that part I can see clear as day. It'll show me an icon of a person and a number beside of it. But on a bright sunny day I can't see who it is that checks in. So hello, welcome, whoever you are. I'm on Interstate 310, which is about to end. South of I-10, near Nolens.
After 1/2 mile, keep right.
All traffic must exit. Oh, the sun's coming out again. Woohoo! Got a load of steel plates on my back that are tarped.
I'm listening.
My GPS going screwy. Anyhow, I'm heading on US 90 west towards Houma, Louisiana.
US 90 westbound, Highway 90, towards Thibodaux, for 30 miles.
30 miles. Towards Thibodaux, and that's where I'm headed, Thibodaux. Heading to, I'm assuming it's a John Deere factory, because this kind of steel here, a John Deere dealership has no use for it. Real thick, heavy gauge plates. Yeah. When I get empty here, then I'll run back here across this US 90 straight east into Nolens. Whatever I'm picking up, unless they change my load. I just saw a minute ago, I can't see her text while I got the phone on the screen either, which is a good thing, because otherwise you get tempted to text and drive. And but I saw I got a text that came in, and it had a picture with it, which means a copy of the rate confirmation, because that's how they give me my dispatch here. I get all the information they have, nothing more, nothing less. So I don't know if she's giving me the same rate confirmation that one of the other women in the office gave me yesterday, or if they've changed loads and now I got a different load. But the load I was given yesterday, I'm told once I deliver this, I'll be picking up in Nolens, going to South Haven, Mississippi, which is basically right back to Memphis again. First things first. I know one thing. After I get this load off, before I go do much of anything else, I'm gonna go get me something to eat. I'm hungry. Hungry. Hopefully it'll be, see, the pavement's starting to dry here, but like, you know, New Orleans is, this whole area is kind of like being Tampa, Florida. Dry 1 minute, rain the next, come back outdoors 30 minutes later, you'll never see a drop of moisture anywhere. Hopefully I have some dry weather. We shall see. $38 miles, let's just say 40, and it's saying I'm 50 minutes of drive time, so that's not too shabby, I suppose. That's an average of about 45-50 mile an hour. Figure a few stoplights here and there, some slower traffic. I still picked up a little time though. I've gone from an ETA of 10 o'clock, now it's showing me my ETA is 9:53, so I've picked up 7 minutes. And I'm not even speeding. But I've noticed that with Google Maps, however long Google Maps says it's going to take, it usually takes actually a little bit longer. In the big truck, I don't know about in a car. But in a big truck, it takes a little bit longer than what Google Maps says it's going to take. With my GPS, which is it's a TomTom, my GPS, whatever it says, I usually actually get there quicker. That's kind of an everyday thing down here. Had to shove my phone charger up in there a little better. It's saying the battery was dying. Music playing today because I got my little fanny paddled by YouTube or whoever the powers that be are for having a radio playing in the background the other night when I was driving. But actually most of the afternoon, and they didn't much appreciate that. I'm not doing anything with this channel to make money, but nonetheless, I can play that song on a jukebox. I can listen to it on the radio. I can download it off the internet, but I can't take the one I bought off of a CD and put that file up onto my phone and play the CD through my phone through the car stereo. Nope, 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 we won't have that. Anyhow, I am gonna put music to these videos, but it'll be a little while because it's going to take quite some time to record all those tracks. I'm going to whip out my guitar, and buy myself something that's called a Band Creator Trio Plus Guitar Effects Pedal. Trio Plus Band Creator Guitar Effects Pedal. You plug your guitar into the pedal. Some people call them a stomp box. You see guys all the time playing in a band and they take their foot and they click on whatever it is, this little box on the stage. That's their effects pedal. Get extra echo, extra wah, extra fuzz, extra whatever they want to do based on whatever pedals they bought. Any combination of those pedals and it makes even more kinds of sounds. But anyhow, I'm going to get one of those Band Creator pedals, and it makes, while you play a guitar, it makes for a bass guitarist and a drummer. And so for all intents and purposes, you by yourself become a three-man band. So me and my three-man band or myself with my two-man band, however you want to say it, together makes three. I'm going to record all the same songs that I usually play, just myself with one guitar. Record each track separately so that I can hit the random button on my phone when I upload the playlist. Them folks that think they own music can't do nothing about it. It's no more illegal for me to play my music for free, which is the music other people have recorded, what we call a cover version of it. It's no more illegal for me to play my covers of music for free than it is for someone in a band to go out to a pub and charge people to hear it. And honestly, I think I do a little bit better than going to see a live band. A lot of times, even your more household name bands, Guns N' Roses, Journey, what's Jason Aldean, all country music. Everyone gets out there, they do the same thing. They take, when they're playing live, and like, okay guys, now let's really spruce it up. Except what they don't understand, people don't want to hear it spruced up. They want to hear it the way they used to hearing it on the album. However it got played the first time they ever heard it on the radio. However it sounds every time they play the CD over and over and over again. That's how they want to hear it when they go hear it live. Case in point. Great song a lot of us grew up listening to. Journey, Lovin', Touchin', Squeezin'. Great song, awesome song. Now go listen to it live. It sucks. I like Journey, I like Steve Perry. But man, that live version, oh, I can't handle it. Now, here's the opposite of this, and I think it's just our human psyche. I think it's just kind of the way we're wired. Bob Seger turned the page. I don't care if you don't listen to rock music at all, listen to just country music. Chances are people know who Bob Seger is, and they know how the song Turn the Page goes. Not because recently he and Jason Aldean revitalized that song yet again, because Metallica revitalized it a few years ago, but several years ago. the version you hear on the radio when they play Bob Seger Turn the Page is the live version from back in, what, 73, 76, 77, something like that. It was one concert he did that they recorded it and made it onto the album. That's the version you usually hear first. That's the version I heard first. One day, somebody come across the studio recorded version, and they played that on the radio. And I actually changed the channel. And just not the same. And it wasn't bad. It wasn't that at all. It's just not the same. Not what I'm used to hearing. At first, I honestly thought it was somebody other than Bob Seger. But it ain't. It's him. Is however we get used to hearing a song first, that's the way we like it most. For example, you hear a song that you really, really like, and as years go by, other bands or other musicians will cover that song, and it don't sound bad, but you still like the original version better. But there are exceptions to every rule. Brook Benton, It's Just a Matter of Time. Great, great oldie. There used to be a radio show on, syndicated radio show on the weekends. It was called Super Gold with Mike Harder. And that's the first time I ever heard that song by Brook Benton. And I loved it. I've never heard anybody else sing that song, and it turns out he's the one that recorded it. So, the 80s come along, late 80s, I guess it was, early 90s, late 80s maybe. Late 80s, early 90s. And Randy Travis, country music singer, covers it. And, of course, I'm a big fan of Randy Travis anyway. I love his music. Everyone says they don't like the way his voice, he sounds all kind of nasally. Well, I have sinus issues, so I can relate to that. That's not why I like his voice, I just like his voice. But I heard that and I was like, wow, that's so awesome. One day I'm driving down the road and I hear Brook Benton on the radio singing it, and I'm like, you know what, I like Randy Travis' version better. So maybe it's not always the first way we hear a song the way we like it, but yeah, I think a majority of the time that's what it is. We have gotten to when I really love this song, and we don't want to hear it any other way. So when our favorite bands get out there at live concerts to play our favorite songs of theirs, and they try to spruce them up to turn them into something that they weren't recorded as, we don't like it there as much. Yeah, we're still, hey, I went to Travis Tritt last night. Yeah, I went to George Strait, wherever. But if they're going to spruce the music up like that, I probably won't have enjoyed it. And said, well, I know never to go to one of their concerts again. That's the end result of that. Alright, so at the moment, the sun is out of my eyes. Who do we have here? We have Elegant Homestead. Well, hello there, ma'am. How are you today? I'm still heading west on US 90. GPS is telling me to continue to do so for another 16 miles. And whatever, specifically 16 or 15 miles now. Once I've reached that point, continue going straight. Alright. I suppose I can do that. Shelby over here licking my hand, because I haven't given her no lovage yet this morning. driving all morning. I'll reach out and pet her every now and then, but I'll try not to spend too much time being distracted by my dog. That could be a problem driving. Raceland, Lockport, next to exit. Dropped. See what my dispatch says, if I'm still going to Orleans or going someplace different. Get my next load on and head back to Memphis. I've been living on the wrong side of Memphis, really slipping away this time. Full tank of gas in a 69 Tempest, taking me to that Nashville sound, no turning back. Come too far, headed down 40 with my old guitar. This ain't Graceland, and that's a fact. I ain't driving no pink Cadillac. Wrong side of Memphis. By, oh man, who sings that song? I can't remember her name. She's the one Garth Brooks was cheating on his wife with her. And left his pretty little wife for her instead. It's a great song though, I like that song. Thibodeau. Now I have questions. I just passed up a sign telling me that exit was Thibodeau. But according to my GPS, I still have 12-15 miles to go the other direction. So I'm going to have to log off here again, call the customer, get some specific directions of where I need to be. So, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I've been doing this so in case anybody ever gets kind of a little road rage action going on, decides I can pull up in front of me, hit the brakes, I can prove that it was them that caused contact, not me. So, anyway, I gotta go. I will be back on here in a while. Hope to see you again. If not, maybe we'll see you in one of your chats. The reason I don't get around very much is this is what I'm always doing. So, day and night, drive. But anyhow, we will see you when we see you here or there. Take care till then. Bye.